Hand off to the back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play action, Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's got this down to the 40. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go.
And they send a man in motion. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Has a man, it's A-Chan. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He's on the... Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
3rd and long for him here. Hauled in left side. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that nearly got him to midfield. He's out of bounds just a yard or 2 short.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning him from the slot right. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down.
And the defender comes away with it. And the Broncos get it back as he ties the single-season record. That's his 14th interception.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
Throwing now off play action. He rolls to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. A-chain on the inside give. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Set up.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Handoff running left, A-chain. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go.
Here's A-chain up the middle. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hey, smash Bronco.
They're throwing it. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Going after tries good by Lutz. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returnable from the 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them from the 46. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now it's second down.
Yellow, yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pass is caught at the 9. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow. Hey, Ridley. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
60 Bobcat. Check. 79 Bronco. Ready.
A final throw before the break. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Offense up to the line fast. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Slot man in motion right. Free inside the 30. Look at that work, churning those legs, driving across the 15. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. They send a tight end in motion. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome. Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, if he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game, he just inched them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hup.
2nd and 13. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The return game a weapon here as he picks up 27. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Here's a handoff up the gut. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
15.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They go play action here. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down.
Ready, break. Ready.
Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter.
Ready, ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready, ready.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here he is on third and long. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Jalen Watson.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right. 15. Set.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up third and very long.
All right. Go. 15. Yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. He touched him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Right side.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has a lane inside the 25. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs go up by 12 in the fourth. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs bump the lead up to 13 points.
17. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go. Take go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Second and 10 now. He puts everything behind this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within one score in the fourth. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes bails out of the pocket quick. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Running left with Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs bump the lead up to 13 points.
Broncos 24. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
They'll come out throwing. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. And this is picked up by the Chick. Oh, he lost the football. Recovered by the defense. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Oh, man, what a big play. That is exactly how they were hoping it would go right up until the end.
Yeah, one of those rare plays where we could give a little hand to both sides. Executed perfectly offensively, beautiful yards after catch. But what about the effort to chase him?
Touchdown, Kansas City! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Running left, here's A-Chain. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Let's go.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd and 3 now.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A-Chain again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, ball at the 36. Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll stick with A-Chain. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a...
The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And they get back on top of it, but he's touched down. So no final heroics today. This one is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
it.